Good afternoon and welcome back to another ironic introduction to another video. Today I'm here and I'm just gonna chill, enjoy my time. Jump into Alliance Quest real quick. Nothing too crazy. Let me remember to hit record here actually, if it'll let me. Jump in. I need to do these two fights real quick. Jump into Alliance Quest, do those two fights real quick. And then hopefully from there, everything will be nice and copacetic. So we got Ghost with backup recovery, Aegis heavy. So this should be fairly simple as far as fights go. There we go. Nebula down, free and easy. And then this Kingpin, I need to back the heck up and then move into the corner so he can spam into me. Ooh, yeah, great time to lag out. That's what I like to see. Ooh, full gone. Well, you'll see the war video in a second. I need to fix my visor, it looks like. Oh yeah, full gone. Hold on, I need to do this war fight first. Nice. Alright, you got that down? How's it going, Luis? Fixing my screen now. Just managed to push through. Hopefully that fixes it. I don't see an improvement, so let me hide my full display. And that display, there we go. We'll reopen visor and see how that works. It seems to not be registering my device at all, actually. First 5-star rank 5 is Thing. Ranked him up yesterday. Nice, dude. Thing is a solid rank 5 to have in the roster 100%. So congratulations. Thing was my second choice. I think I had Captain Marvel up first. Have you gotten to use him yet? Let's completely reopen visor. Yeah, my computer is not being nice to me today. On there. All right. Let's see. Visor's back up at least. Looks like now my webcam is frozen. Gotta love it. How's it going, wee doll? I'm having a little bit of technical issues here. Unfortunately, looks like I got my display capture fixed, but now my webcam is crapping out on me. All kinds of problems. At least my mic seems to be working, I think. Ooh, full crap out on the webcam. Any luck with that? There we go. Looking pretty. Looking pretty. Good. The mic is at least working, and I think I've got everything back up and running. So now I can knock out my Alliance Quest stuff, hopefully, and then move on to the arena grind, because I am so far behind on the arena grind today. Dude, really? Yes, you use him often. Usually have him on Alliance War Defense, but think I'm going to use him for offense now that he's my strongest champ. Yeah, Luis, you're definitely going to get a lot of value there too. So hopefully that works out well for you. Congratulations on the rank 5 Thing. Solid choice. Solid choice. Always going to have value as a defender. Also a very solid attacker. Definitely can feel good about that one, mate. Here we go. Okay. Do you think they might add more events for this month? I'm like really hoping for a Deadpool boss rush, but you know, I don't know. I just kind of feel like with how disappointing the arena is, and then the side event being fairly easier than normal, I'm just hopeful, you know? And considering we have 2 Deadpool boss rushes in the game, I was just really hoping we see a third one here. It also feels like a proper good amount of time since we've had a boss rush. So, I'm hopeful. That's the best I got. Thanks, you're happy with your choice. Do you think he'll be a good option for 6.1 Crossbones? Luis, he's not the worst option. I tried to use a rank 4 thing for that Crossbones, and I ran into a little bit of a damage problem, to be honest. But mine was rank 4. I didn't boost up, and I wasn't like running any of the synergies for him to get like extra damage. And I'm also running suicides, so I'm not able to like throw specials as fast as other people are. But yeah, that was my experience at least. I'm gonna lose this fight. Yeah. Rip. How's it going, Stouffer? Good to have you. Oh yeah, Weedall. Boss rushes have good rewards if you're able to do them. They typically have, like, at minimum, a, like, full 5-star crystal. But it's not even about the rewards, man. They're just, like, really fun. And it's a nice challenge. It's usually somewhere around 6 or so fights. And, like, each fight is a proper frustration. Like, each one is its own mini boss, obviously. And it's just a lot of fun. It's a really good time, so I'd love to see that. I think it's probably one of my like favorite types of content in the game. So, and it's usually fairly approachable. Like if you can get a completion of Uncollected, it's usually possible to get the boss rush completion. You know, it might be challenging and it might cost you units, but it's approachable at the very least. There's always a streamer out there or something that does it with only 4 stars. I'm not that person, but someone does it out there usually. You used Warlock for Crossbones. If done right, you can one-shot with him. Yeah, Warlock is probably pretty good. You can really time that passive heal block, right? You run suicides as well, Luis. Well, yeah, you get that base damage. So the thing is, once properly ramped up against that Crossbones, can dish the damage. When I went in with my rank 4 Thing pushing Cavalier, I was way worse at the game. So I like was dying before I could get Thing ramped up with Furies to get like actual damage output at. So like the first 20 to 30 seconds of the fight, Crossbones is just healing faster than you can output damage, and that's a bad time. So yes, I'm live. Welcome, America YT. I'm glad you could catch it. Yeah, it's a really late stream today, but you know, it's a weekend. I'm allowed that privilege. My wife gave me special permission to stay up late today. Her headphones are in, so she didn't get to enjoy that as much as I did. After I do like these 5 stars, Need 6 stars first. Yeah, I'm lucky then. Oh yeah, hey, you know, I'm chained. I'm happy to admit it. It's worth it. Although tell her I asked if you can stay up for an extra hour. I will. I'm assuming that if she gave me permission to do the live stream, that I'm good to go for at least a couple of hours, and that's the intention. She's drawing right now, so as long as I don't disrupt her world, she will be in that world. I could probably go to, like, honestly, I get bored, and she'd still be drawing. Usually, once she's entered, like, the mind of the artist, she is completely gone, you know, and I'm the one asking her to go to sleep. As long as she doesn't run into any kind of block, that's the hope. Nice, Stouffer. Yeah, Stouffer, I'm about halfway through the Masters version 2. I need to get that done as well. Respect, Miracle YT. Watch. Nice, Stouffer. Get that 6.1. Lots of people on the channel have been pushing that Cavalier, so I really, really encourage you to get that push. 5 more paths left in... Oh, you're not even pushing Cavalier. You're doing full-on exploration. How's that going, by the way? I'm currently working on Act 6.1 myself. So I'm only on the first quest still, though. I've got like 5 more paths before I've even done that one, so I'm a ways away myself. Let's do a quick draw here. It's not that bad. Just need to stay up on 3 pots and units is all. Ooh, that's tricky. I'm doing it itemless. You think I'm going to run into a wall? When is the T1 Alpha Arena at Tokyo? I think it's like 10-ish hours from now, 10 to 12 hours from now. I just know it's tomorrow sometime for me, but it'll be soon. Not really. I'm sure you got this, Stouffer. I appreciate that. Who I'll be using against the Crossbones? Honestly, probably Ghost. Ghost. I'm planning on having Warlock up by that time as well. Need to address my roster and see who else I have. I haven't really thought about that yet. Welcome back, America. Nah, America, that fight looked really long. That fight looked really, really long. About 2 to 3 minutes into a Quake fight, I lose focus just because I don't have that long of an attention span. And I'll end up dying with Quake. You are doing Act 5 when you get a better roster. We all totally respect. Act 5 is definitely something you want to start like actually having a real roster for. You can just do Act 4 in the meantime if you haven't done that exploration. Man Falcon, sup Jay? I've had a name change from Sane G. Hope you're well, do. Well, welcome, Man Falcon. That's a very drastic name change. Good for you, mate. You guys are... This is me opening crystals in another game and crying because I'm like 30 crystals in. You're looking for the rainbow crystal, and I just gotten garbage here. Guys, you're happy you got a Beyond God tier 5-star. Gonna make a video for the opening. Jay, Dr. Daniel, nice. Let me know when you post that video, so I can check it out and see who you're talking about. Dude, this hurts, man. All blues. Music actually like distracts me, America YT. Finally, the rainbow. Ooh, I got a new character. Sick. Completely lost interest. Immediately lost interest. Well, that was not exciting. That was exciting, but not what I wanted. Damn, that was like really expensive. 17 draws. Well, that is what it is. Unrelated. For right now, I'm in saving mode, just saving ISO Gold Catalyst, just waiting to get the right champs to upgrade. Weedall, I feel you there. I'm up to 6 or 7 tier 2 alphas, 6 tier 5 basics. I just have so much. Have I seen The Shining? No, but my gut instinct says I probably don't want to. It's just my gut. But you know, maybe not. Oh, Dr. Daniel already spoiled it for me. I'll still watch the video. It's nice to get that excitement. But yeah, that's a good opening for sure. Absolutely love it. Stouffer, if you're like, what the hell? That's just another game I play. I just was kind of hoping I could bring the live stream luck over to that game. Instead, it did not work. You know, I play multiple games. I usually multitask when I do this stream. Ooh. Nice, America. So are you going to grab it after this week's Alliance Quest? Weedall, I'm not super hyped about that Call Obsidian, to be honest. It's not like the world's worst pull, but I just don't like Call Obsidian at all. I think the only consolation I have is that like he's really, really good in Arena, especially after the buff. I'm calling it a buff. That's right. So I might bring him up to rank 3 just for Arena, especially since like I have tier 4 class catalyst for Cosmics that will be in overflow soon as I start fishing for tech. But I don't ever think I'll use him. Ah, Stouffer. Yeah, the nightmare there is waking up. 100%. Ooh, stunned. There we go. Not bad, not bad. You pulled call from a featured Cavalier. Better. Never invested in him. Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to mute my mic because I got to like cough really bad. Sorry about that. That would have been a really loud one. I feel like I've got something caught in my throat. Stouffer, yeah. I mean, he's still good for arena. Like I said, he cruises through those fights. So there's value there. Doesn't mean I like him. Yeah, Dr. Daniel. More than the big rewards, I'm just really excited to push map 6. Map 5 sucks, dude. I hate map 5 in Alliance Quest so much. And hopefully a couple months of map 6 and I can push to map 7 eventually. Luis Martinez. Wow, I'm stupid. It depends on how much arena you grind, mate. Like if you're like me and you grind a lot of units, it's super worth it. You know, it's 12,000 units for your essentially a rank 5 5-star. And in my opinion, once you have like 1 to 2 rank 5 5-stars, you should be making a Cavalier push. So it should be like your 3rd to 5th rank 5 5-star, which is just a huge value and just is going to really develop your roster and help you out so much. I personally save the 12,000 units for it, but if you're not like a proper arena grinder, like you're not someone who pushes enough arena to grab those units in like 8 to 10 weeks or less, it's not worth. Like it's just going to stall you for so long that you're better off pushing Cavalier anyways. Like my brother Charles, he pushed Cavalier without grabbing the deal just because it was going to take him so long to get the units anyways. Yeah, Stouffer, that happens. That might be the reason I got bad luck in there, but you gotta try. I've showed that game on stream quite a few times, actually. It's not a first. People who've been around long enough are familiar with it. Crusty Dusty. I mean, I personally don't think Call Obsidian is worth ranking up. But he's still got, you know, he still cruises through fights very quickly. I just personally don't like him. Yeah, that's how I feel on him. My immediate instinct is to say no, but that doesn't mean he doesn't make him bad, you know? It's just there. You know, once you've ramped him up, honestly, just once you've done the first fight, the damage output's insane. He's just so squishy, man. I don't feel like there's longevity there. But if he's one of your only options, like he's still a really solid option and could do a lot of work for a lot of people, I feel. And that shouldn't be underrated. Weedall, you did open a 4-star again. You grinded it out. Got Howard the Duck. So your luck is still bad? Yeah, Weedall. It'll come. Just got to stay patient, groan over the frustrations of the shitty 4-stars, and wait it out and hopefully get a good one soon, mate. Yeah, America YT. I don't know why. Like I said, I feel like I have something stuck in my throat. Totally sucks, man. Dr. Daniel, no. I couldn't get into a Map 7 Alliance. My prestige just isn't high enough. So, yeah, I mean, that's to be expected. Map 7's just so much more expensive resource-wise that people don't run it. So, what are you going to do? I needed like 500 more prestige to be in a Map 7 Alliance. Stouffer, was it an actual nerf? Like, did they legitimately change the drop rates, or is it a perceptual nerf? Just curious. Yeah, Luis, it's 12,000, correct? 12,000 units for that Cavalier deal. I don't think Iron Man Infinity War is good for the Crossbones. I'm pretty sure Crossbones will just shrug the heal block. But let me confirm. Yeah, he has a... Whenever he gains a debuff, he has a 11 to 36% chance to shrug debuffs. So yeah, I'm under the perception that Iron Man Infinity War's damage isn't going to be high enough to like outpace the regeneration when it is up. You can't rely on the plasma charges because those will get shrugged, you know, a lot of the time. And then the heal block will get shrugged a lot of the time. So yeah, I'm going to say Iron Man Infinity War, probably not the best option for Crossbones. But if you can do it, you know, and you do it, let me know. Let me know. But my God, I wouldn't even try personally. I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably a bad idea. Ah, so they like legitimately dropped the rates, Stouffer. That's rough. I didn't know that. But the rates on the Cavalier Crystals, I'd say it's at an acceptable level, so I'm not too salty over that. My problem with the Cavalier Crystals and like the featured Cavalier Crystals is not the overall rate, it's that you can't see specific percentages for each champion. I think that's bull. Like, you should see, like, if you're saying this is the Doom Crystal, Dr. Doom is in this featured Cavalier, I would like to know, not just Doom, because they usually show you the Doom, but they don't show you everybody else. It's like, there's 20 other featured champions in there. What are the rates? You know? Yeah, it's 1.2% for Doom, but what's the chance on Warlock or Clairvoyant? And, you know? Because, like, they could take all those God tier champions and have them sitting at, like, 0.1, and then have, like, Cyclops and Hulkbuster sitting at, like, 10% each. I don't know. I just feel like not having that information out there publicly is really shady, but it is what it is. Yeah, America, it's not even less likely. As long as you're playing relatively aggressive, you won't ever get the bleed. So that's not a bad idea, but like I said, it's the damage output and then not being able to heal that I think is going to be your problem. Watch your man. Ooh, you should watch your mouth. Come out. Yeah, I mean, I'll be using Ghost. Whew. Speaking of Crossbones, boo? What's the boo for? For Crossbones. Fair enough. It's so funny that he's such a frustration on pushing Cavalier for so many players when I feel like as a champion, no one's ever excited to use him. I find that incredibly ironic. Sounds good, Mariko. Good luck. Crush that path, mate. Crush that path. Woo. I don't know how many points I want to push in this arena. This arena burns me out, man. It's just so many fights, I feel. I need to win this first fight really, 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 really bad. Luis Martinez, is your Namor Sig 200? And my gut instinct is to say probably a bad idea. I don't know if Namor as your second rank 5 is really what would help you push content. But that's a tough question in general. Namor doesn't feel like a second rank 5 champion to me. He feels more like a 6th or 7th rank 5 champion. But if you've got him max sigged and you run suicides, you know, you can still get that full value for sure. Just looking for another event that I can get grind that will give me more 5-star shards, because I'm 2,000 5-star shards away from my second 5-star shard. Good luck, Weedall. Hopefully that next 5-star is a killer too. Yeah, Stouffer, exactly. You really just want like a really, really good biohazard answer. High damage. Final contestant, best champion in the game, Captain America Infinity War. Is that that's like gut instinct. That's where I'm drawn to, but now I'm going to go look at all the science champions and see if I still think that. Ooh. As I was using Quake. No, probably Quake. Quake hands down, and then Captain America Infinity War. But Quake, she's really hard to play, and Captain America Infinity War is very easy to play, which almost makes him better / the best for a majority of people, you know? Because if you can't get a hold of the Quake playstyle, she's just useless. You have about 140 SIGs right now, and you run suicides. Yeah, I mean, if you put him to max SIG, I wouldn't rank 5 a Namor until you max SIG him. Even if you have the intention of max SIGing him, I wouldn't do it until after. You know? Even though you run suicides, you might even consider selling your Namor for those resources back, mate. Namor, but it's all about long-term investment, you know? Namor is a long-term investment, in my opinion. I don't know. Depends on where the rest of your roster's at. Thing is greater than Torch in your opinion? Yeah, I think once you get past Quake and Captain America Infinity War, it immediately becomes really, really hazy on the best champions. I feel like no one's complaining about Quake and Cap Infinity War at the top, but after that, they all start to run into the same value lineup, in my opinion, of it being like incredibly matchup focused and progression focused. Pun intended. Final contestant, Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic are a little lacking. They both got extremely good value, but Thing and Torch are by far like the better two out of the Fantastic Four, which is really surprising in my opinion. But it is what it is. But Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman, they've got some nice value. I'm seeing good value out of my Invisible Woman these days, but she's fairly difficult to play for not as much return as I would like personally. Immortal fight with Spider-Gwen in 6.2. I'll have to look into that. I think I just ended up quaking that fight. I just gave up. Stouffer, I mean, you don't need him awakened to get the full value out of him. You get a lot. I mean, the awaken ability is nice, but you definitely, if you're trying to play Man-Thing, it's just Mystic Dispersion you need, and to not be running Suicides, to be honest. Yeah, I feel like with the introduction of Human Torch, Void is very slowly losing popularity among people, but Void's still very, very, very good. Great champion. But as we see more debuff immune, more champions who shrug debuffs, a lot of nodes that cause like the shrugging of debuffs like Mighty Charge and like straight up Petrify immunity in Abyss of Legends, it hurts. Void is really, really struggling to keep up. There's a lot of ways to counter around him, unfortunately. Not to mention, it's just a long ramp up to begin with. Sorry, I'm muted. Personally, yes, I think that it's worth it, especially since you're pushing the endgame content. It's really Abyss of Legends where I'm like, hey, I really, 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 really want that higher level of Mystic Dispersion, especially since Symbiote Supreme is going to be my answer. So I do think Mystic Dispersion 4 is worth it. I don't think you're going to use it like all of the time, but having it unlocked, especially for like Abyss of Legends one day, is going to be really worth it, I think, in the long run, especially as we push towards like optimized masteries in order to push more and more challenging content. So yeah, I think even Mystic Dispersion 5 is going to be nice. And then I keep muting myself. Sorry, team. There's audio around me I don't want you to hear. they're actually working on it. Hulkbuster is the next champion receiving a buff. It's just that they do a lot of testing and preparation for those buffs. You know, like Colossus and Old Man Logan were the most recent. Hulkbuster is the next one that's getting a buff. And they've actually like teased whole lists of champions that they know need buffs. And it's just You know, the more they focus on buffing old champions, the less new champions come out in the game. And it's easy to say, oh, well, they should just buff the old champions and stop making new champions. But that's not a good business model, you know? So that's why it's just so slow. But it's coming, you know? You got to just stay patient. I don't know if Daredevil has been announced, Stouffer. It's just been only Hulkbuster that's confirmed. I do believe the Daredevil thing is just a rumor. But hey, I could be wrong. That's just my impression of it. How's it going, Harry? Man, Falcon, Hawkeye's definitely going to be one of the later ones. Hawkeye is still, like, solid. Not that he doesn't need a little bit of love, but he's, you know, there's a lot of way, way worse champions than Hawkeye out there in the game, unfortunately. So I doubt Hawkeye will see a buff anytime soon. Harry, a lot of people want a Magneto buff. They just feel like he's not strong enough given the lore. I think Magneto is present in enough of the content that I don't want a Magneto buff. But if they left all the previous Magnetos at like pre-buff in all the, like the current content, I think that would be okay. But I also I'm a big believer of like it's okay to have bad champions in the game. You know, it's frustrating. You might not like it for lore reasons. You might not like it because that's one of the champions you have, or you really like that character. But like, it's okay. You know, that like it's okay that the champion is bad. Like in a game like this, it generates balance. You know, especially when you're pulling a crystal, you need to feel bad sometimes in order to really feel hyped. Stouffer, Aegon is super OP. I completely disagree. Like it would be nice to have a regen buff and reflect damage off of his specials, but like Aegon is already OP as is. That man deserves nothing, in my opinion. Would it be nice? Oh yeah. Would it make him even stronger? Oh yeah. Does he need it? Absolutely not. The guy is already too strong. Um, I mean, yeah, man, Falcon, but you do pretty much only use the special one on Hawkeye. Like, you literally don't use anything else for the most part. I mean, Harry, you're not wrong. I'm actually salty about not having Aegon as a 5-star. Period. Um, to the point where I might end up bringing like Stealth Dude Spider-Man instead of Aegon. So, yeah, there's definitely a little salt there for sure. Emiliano, congratulations. My thoughts on Clairvoyant, dude. I have a rank 5 Clairvoyant. That's my thoughts. I have a rank 5 Clairvoyant. She's my profile picture, man. Like, huge pull. Congratulations. I feel like you're getting a few FUs and a few middle fingers is what I think. Whew. Do you run suicides? Do you get the full value out of her? Yeah, look. Here comes the whole salt shaker. Emiliano. All right, let me move in Alliance Quest and Alliance War. I'm getting tagged. Before we continue the 5-star roster push. Yeah, Stouffer. I think any guaranteed champion in general would be nice. Thanks, Dr. Daniel. Totally forgot. But in my opinion, I think it's deserved, but I also think it should be really expensive. Like in the other game I play, Grand Blue Fantasy, you can spark is what it's called. Essentially, for 300 draws, you can get a guaranteed pick. You consume all of those, so like 300 units times 300 draws would be like 90,000 units. Holy shit. Or the equivalent of $2,900, but the concept still transfers over. Like, whales or people with a lot of money should be allowed to pick, and you can call that pay to win. But I think it's like, dude, if you're dropping $3,000 on the game, you should be given that guarantee. Take the gamble out of it. Hey, Emiliano, dude, I'm feeling that pull. I'm in the same boat. Congratulations. Sick pull. You got some good luck lately, it sounds like. That shattered me. 5-star Domino would be wonderful, but what would I do with her if I only use her as a 6-star? Do you have a 6-star Stouffer? I mean, yeah, like, I would think for the most part, maybe when you need to double up on the mutant paths for Act 6.2. But yeah, honestly, it's really just, if you have a 6-star, Domino gets outclassed by the 6-star very, very quickly for sure. Yeah, I mean, besides Alliance War Defense, maybe. Can't think of too many values there. Nice. Crushed it. Yeah, Stouffer. I don't think I could drop $3,000 on this game in one sitting, unless they let you use accumulated units as well, the same way Grand Blue Fantasy does, whereas they let you save up to 300 and you can free spark, which is something I'll be doing soon over there actually. So maybe one day we'll see that in this game, but probably not, honestly. Alright, my plan is I will get a generic Awakening Gem this Christus, and I can use it on Nick Fury. Nice, Harry. Hopefully you get a way to awaken before that, to be honest. This is just a Kingpin, right? We can knock this Kingpin out real quick. Hold on. Let me see what we got. We got Enhanced Armor up. Alright, let's knock this guy out real quick. Ooh, I'm bad. Alright. That was bad. Joe Mama, that's weird. Don't know why. Stouffer, it's challenging because I understand where you're coming from. Let me be clear. But when you start playing a game like Marvel Contest of Champions with what's called a gacha system already in place, you need to start playing that game with the mindset that the gacha system will never change and it will always be at whatever place it is. You can hope it gets better, but from a developer's perspective, making the gacha system more friendly to players is just straight revenue loss, you know? So having the hope or the ideal that it would ever get better or favor the players anymore is like really, really, really unrealistic. So you kind of just got to mentally accept that's what it is. And personally, I don't even think it's worth hoping for better. You should just accept it for what it is, rock it out, and own it. And if you don't like the rates or you think they're a ripoff, etc., then you just actively not participate. Because that kind of wishful thinking in the long run is really, really going to burn you because it's just going to wear you down. You're going to say, oh, this is a bad luck game. It's all a ripoff, blah, blah, blah. And eventually you're going to stop playing. But if you go in and you're like, hey, this is the rate. I like the game. I can handle it. I'll deal with it and I'll tough it out in the time and play it in the long run. That's where I think you're going to be best mindset-wise. That's just my opinion. But, for everybody, it's different. Some people, they can have wishful thinking and then not be affected by it. But for the most part, from what I've seen, it's just toxic to yourself more than anything else. Pay 5,000 units for Aegon quite happily, I think. Yeah, in your dreams. Vision is like a okay, good tier champion. And he costs 3,000 units and can only be bought. Aegon is like an above god tier champion. Just to get Aegon, I would say 20,000 units minimum if you were talking about a guaranteed pull on him. That's just my thoughts there. And even then, I'm like, it won't ever happen. Aegon's too strong to see that kind of a guaranteed pull. Kabam is already well-established non-existence. We would need the United States or the player base as a whole to like crack down, and even then we're still looking at 20,000, 30,000 units. Like I said, in Grand Blue Fantasy, it cost $1,000 to get a guaranteed pull. We'd be looking at something along those lines for sure. Just hurts. But the question is, would you save 30,000 units? 30,000 units to get a guaranteed champion. Let's even say Awakened, right? Yeah, Stouffer, that's the fact I'm playing off of, that you don't need Aegon for Abyss of Legends initial clear. Because I'm not going to wait. I'm going to do my Labyrinth of Legends exploration first. But I'm not waiting for Aegon to do my Abyss of Legends push. So if I don't have him, I'm going in 6 months from now. But, it'll happen. I was really, really hoping Guillotine 20. Oh my gosh. I was really, really, really hoping Guillotine 2099 would replace him. You know what would make Guillotine 2099 9099? Yeah. Alright, I'm ready to talk again. Do you know what would make Guillotine 2099 replace Aegon, I think? Is if she had when she captures a soul, like for the 100 charges and ends a fight, if she could get those permanently every single fight and just stay, like the same way Aegon's combo transfer is over, I think all they need to do is bring that option to Guillotine 2099, and she would just be infinitely better. But it's because there's no carryover that she doesn't maintain. But I feel like Kabam Like with Aegon, they were like, oh crap, this is super, super powerful and ramp up. And like that's why we've seen so many combo-based champions, but none of them have combo carryover. Look at Squirrel Girl, Star-Lord, Guillotine 2099. These combo-based champions, no carryover. It's just the reality. If I could pick any champion for 30,000, oh, you probably mean me, Joe Mama. If I could pick any champion for 30,000 units, 5 or 6 star, I would choose a 6 star Ghost. Yeah, 6 star Ghost. Hands down. I know there's probably better options out there in the world, but I don't think Quake exists as a 6 star, nor do I feel like I'll ever need a 6 star Quake. But 6 star Ghost, I could do some good work with that. You have a Knight. You don't need Human Torch for the Abyss. You can use Void. Like, we're just talking completions for the record. For an exploration, I think Human Torch is going to be, like, invaluable, at least at the moment. But for just a completion, Void isn't the best option, but you can use him as a substitute for the completion, and then just suck it up. Or you can just honestly bring the 4 star version of Human Torch, and then use him instead. I've seen some solid fights with him. $1,700 to buy that many units in New Zealand? Yeah, man, Falcon. The major thing is you could save to 30,000 units, right? As long as it's units. I think that we would see some crazy amount of people grinding units and then just saving up to it. And that's the reality of it. Dr. Daniel, I know Ghost sucks in Abyss of Legends, but I need to go watch like some videos of it. Is there a reason she sucks? Because I was kind of hoping she was okay and it was just taxing. Because like I'm pretty confident I don't need Wasp synergy. I just need Hood synergy. And then I can run Ghost with Suicides. It'll be long fights and difficult, but if I like hardcore supercharge on Diet Coke and energy drinks, I should be able to stay focused. But we'll see. You pick Omega Red. Joe Mama, that's actually really fair. As a 6 star though, when how would you awaken him? 15,000 units for a selector of any. That still sounds too cheap in my opinion. Kabam, they just make so much money. Like I said, they've established this community of no guarantee draw, and because like the game doesn't have a big enough push from the players to ask to force a guarantee, we don't see it, you know. It's just an unfortunate reality. You need like a really, really strong push from the players, and it's been so long. We've seen so many painful videos and crystal openings of people going for a future champion and not getting them, and no one's done anything. So I just feel like like the ship has sailed. As unfortunate as it is. Oh yeah, so for 100%, Kabam has probably got like 4 or 5 champions in mind for the Abyss of Legends. That we'll see. We'll see a Human Torch substitute. We'll see a Doctor Doom substitute. We'll see an Aegon substitute. Those champions are coming for sure. I think Longshot is actually gonna be the Doctor Doom substitute. His damage output is fairly high. He has that Fate Seal debuff. I just need to see it for sure. But I do think Longshot's going to be that Doctor Doom substitute. Stouffer, yeah, I have a rank 3 Void sitting there, man. It's going to be my last rank up and when I go to push into Abyss of Legends. Because I don't want to do it. But like I said, when I go to push Abyss of Legends, I'm not waiting on champions, you know? I want that completion for the rank 3 6 star. That's what's going to hold me back on prestige and keep me out of the top tier alliances. So when I finally am like done with exploring Labyrinth of Legends, and a couple months have passed, I'm going to rank the Void and then go in. I'm praying I get Human Torch first, but the reality is if I don't, I'm going to go in. Dr. Daniel, I can handle a lot of caffeine. I've had 23 energy drinks in one day before, over the course of like 11 hours. It's not healthy, but I've done it. So, I mean, it was just a Venom energy drink, so it wasn't like a Red Bull or something. But it was the equivalent of like 28 or 29 cups of coffee or something. Pretty crazy. Save or slave. Yeah, man, Falcon. Both going hand in hand. If you could rank 3 6-star champ any SIG 200, well, I would want Doom regardless. Yeah, Stouffer, that's legit. Personally, again, rank 3 6-star any champion, Ghost. Hands down, Ghost. I just love Ghost. I love her so much. And like when we're talking about wanting a higher ranked version of a champion, Ghost is my Alliance War champion, you know? And that's where I really, like when I think about my next rank 3, when I think about my first rank 3 6-star, my mind goes instantly to Alliance War. Who can I use for Alliance War? Because that's where like it really, really matters. The rest of the content you can push with units and revives and resources, but Alliance War, one shot matters. So yeah, Ghost, honestly. Not even a second thought on that. Maybe Omega Red. But man, Ghost is just, she's a cheat code. Yeah, Joe Mama, I do. I wouldn't mind seeing some spread in the game. I feel like they've not done the world's best job, but we're starting to see it happen, right? It's coming. It's slow, but it's happening, you know? Excuse me. I think Abyss of Legends put a really big knife in it because the spread was going great, and then Abyss of Legends came out, and it was like, oh, you need these 5 champions to do Abyss of Legends. But you know, Labyrinth of Legends was the same way when it first came out, so let's wait 10 to 12 months, and hopefully the game goes back the other way. Dr. Daniel, yeah, but we got some bangers of suicide-friendly champions, and I get a feeling we'll probably see one in a month or two. Probably next month, and if not next month, then the month after. But the reason we haven't seen any is Kabam's done a really good job of keeping suicide-friendly champions at about 25 to 33% of the roster's base, and it's a little bit more if you include champions who are special 3 friendly, because again, like the bleed and the poison isn't the bad part about suicide, it's really recoil. So it's all about champions who can mitigate recoil more than anything else. Because I personally, like, I was looking at Squirrel Girl, and I need to play her, but I get this feeling, I think she's suicide friendly. Because I think she's going to be special 3 friendly. But like I said, I got to play her first. When you manipulate someone, giving a person the false hope of acquiring something big, we fall into the rabbit hole and generate success dry, and we keep on taking it. Given night, that's too psychological for me right now. Normally I love the psychological stuff, but it's like 10 o'clock at night. Way too tired for that. It's a good question, though. Maybe other people in the chat who are a little more awake and can actually say things like 2099 successfully can answer. Yeah, Stouffer. And just remember, Ant-Man and Wasp took a couple punches from Ghost in the movies. You imagine? Makes you realize how tanky Ant-Man really is and why he's so tanky in the game. Not in the last 4 months. Yeah, that's true, Dr. Daniel, but prior to that, we got a lot of good ones in a row. Like I said, I'm guessing we'll probably see one in the next month. Yeah, Joe Mama, the thing is, like, we have strong, detailed explanations of the nodes. And it's just, the content is so challenging that people aren't even trying to be clever, you know? That's just the reality of it. But also, there's just not a ton of options. Like, Kabam really bottlenecked the Abyss of Legends. Such an unfortunate reality though it is, they really did bottleneck it hard. I think putting a hit counter on was like the worst thing they could have done for Abyss of Legends. Because that just makes so many champions worse, you know? Because champions who would be viable if it was a timer are no longer viable because it's a hit counter, you know? Like Clairvoyant would typically be a great option for Mystic. And is immediately just terrible for Abyss of Legends because she's so hit expensive, you know? LOL, say 2099 fast 5 times, Jay. 2099 fast 5 times, Jay. There we go. Did that one pretty well, I like to think. KT says he's going to do it when he gets paid in a few weeks. Do what, Stouffer? Like a free run? I do remember seeing him say he's going to do a non-4 Horsemen's run, which is like mad respect for KT1 for doing that because that's an expensive video. So, but he also has 20,000 subscribers. So I don't know where his YouTube revenue is and whether or not that's something he can do just off YouTube revenue. It's tough to say. It feels like life in general, the hope of acquiring something big, and we just fall into the rabbit hole. Oh no, Joe Mama's going down the psychological conversation. I'm going to go back into my arena grind and hide in my little rabbit hole. Dude, what is with these fights, man? Some rough fights. Torch, Doom, Aegon, Nick Fury, Dr. Daniel. Yeah, Stouffer. I'll probably pop in and see who he ends up bringing. More so about than who he brings. I'm more so curious of how many units he spends. Stouffer, it just comes down to units spent. Because if he goes in and it costs him 8,000 units, you know, I'm not impressed. Like, awesome, and I'm going to be really, really grateful to see the fights without the 4 Horsemen, because that's going to be super vital information for me. But if it still costs him 8,000 units, it doesn't mean anything, you know? When people are doing it with the 4 Horsemen for like 3,000, you know? We'll see. We'll see. I'll definitely be spectating. More than anything, though, I'm already like impressed that he's doing it in the first place, you know? With and without the YouTube revenue, it's still impressive. Just from the time commitment beyond anything else. I have to touch in. We're just all a little insane. Given night. Joe Mama. And in the definition of insanity, like literally the definition of insanity, where you do the same thing expecting a different outcome. Albert Einstein says insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. We're all just a little insane, but we're only insane so long as we're not proven right. But eventually we hit that God's here pull and we prove we're not insane, just crazy. I'm okay with that. I don't know about the rest of y'all. Oh, the arena grind is so taxing. You can use that 4-star torch, and technically you have Nick, Torch, You can use a 4-star Torch. Domino, Aegon, Doom, and Aegon. Well, Stouffer, you have the roster then. Torch will cost you a bit more for the fights that you use him on, namely just the Mephisto, to be honest. But you could do it. You could make that push. So which champ gets the tag of Pestilence from the 4 Horsemen? I'm going to say Doom. He's like constantly power draining, you know? Weedle, 100%. I think they'll add 7 stars one day. It might be a couple years down the road. Like I think we'll see rank 4 6 stars either towards the end of this year or the beginning of next year, maybe even sooner. And rank 5 6 stars the year afterwards, and then 7 stars after that. But yeah, 100% 7 stars. If the game is around, it'll come. It's just the next level of progression. You know, it's easy to look at it and say, no, all my progression for my champions. But just think of it like an MMORPG, you know? It's when the next expansion comes out, we see the next brick of progression, and you move on. It'll drive a ton of people to quit the game. A ton of people will accept it. It is what it is. But it won't happen until 6 stars reach the level of 5 stars today. You know? We all know Nick Fury doesn't claim death. Gonna claim death. I feel like Nick Fury would claim wrath. I know that's not one of the 4 horsemen. I'm just saying. I think Nick Fury goes beyond the 4 horsemen into one of the 7 deadly sins and would claim wrath. He claims 2 titles. He is both death and wrath. Ooh, America YT, what happened? Torch is famine, and thus Aegon is plague. Yeah, that sounds legit. Yeah, Joe Mama. I mean, who was it? Idealist quit the game. Period. Right when 6 stars came out. It's soul crushing in a game like this because it doesn't feel as good as like an MMO where progression is reasonable and obtainable. In this game, you just have to like really, really hardcore push for it and or wail. So it's definitely soul crushing, and I understand. I can't even say myself that when 7 stars come out, I'll stick around, you know? It really just depends. It depends on how Kabam does it, where the state of the game is, where my roster is. We'll see. Try not to think about it. Live in the now. Live in the day. Right now, I'm focused on doing Abyss of Legends. That's all. Go write a complaint to Kabam about why they should reduce how hard it is for everybody. America YT. Yeah, I mean, that Crossbones fight, it's frustrating, but remember, you did Collector to get Uncollected, and now it's pretty much Crossbones stopping you from getting Cavalier. As far as difficulty tiering goes, it's actually pretty reasonable, is all I'm saying. You just got to have the right champs, unfortunately. Then eventually 10 stars and the buff to Star-Lord. Yeah, right. One day Star-Lord will just force through with power. Cowwell quit. Yeah, you have a knight. I heard about that. I don't know. I don't know quite how big of a loss that was, to be honest. No single player keeps a game like Marvel Contest of Champions alive. No matter how much any one player spends, even someone like Cowwell, no single player keeps this game alive. This game exists, and I think this is a misconception. People think it's the whales that keep this game alive. The whales don't keep this game alive. It's the free-to-play players. When you play a game like Contest of Champions, you need a player base. I have to pause. when you play a game like Contest of Champions, it is the free-to-play players that keep the game alive. They don't keep it alive financially, but the game has a community and competition and satisfaction and enjoyment because there are so many people playing it. And without free-to-play players, all of that is lost. There is no point in being the #1 alliance if there's not alliances beneath you. And if you take all the whales in the game and those are the only people playing, you kick out all the free-to-play players, there's no longer a large enough player base for it to be satisfying, right? Like if the lowest alliance is Plat 4 because that's like where the whale cutoff is, and it's probably lower than that. It might be like Gold 2, Gold 3, but if like that's the lowest alliance just automatically because that's where the player base ends, it's not fun. You know, there's no interest. And then the whales is where they make their money. That sustains development and new ideas and new content and crazy pushes, and keeps the salaries afloat. But the game only exists because there's a group of people playing it. So it sucks that Cow Whale quit, but I don't even think or acknowledge, you know, the political nature or any of that garbage because Cow Whale didn't keep the game alive. And it's easy to say, oh, that's a money loss for Kabam. But, you know, whales quit the game all the time. Whales quit, they come. You know, I since Cow Whale started playing, new whales have come into the game. That's all, you know. And Cow Whale, he just happens to be somewhat of a celebrity in the community, so it's really noticeable. But, man, the amount of money Cow Whale spent, that's a drop in the bucket for a game like Marvel Contest of Champions. It's not noticed. Just my thoughts on that. Finally came out and talked about it. 5% of his HP. Yeah, America YT, who did you bring for that Crossbones? How's it going, Solar Flare? Sorry about that. You came in right when I was mid-rant. Boom, 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 boom. You had your popcorn while I was going. Oh, that's good. They should one day add 1v1 with real players, not bots. Weedall? That would be interesting. I don't know how well they'd be able to handle the server load of that. Like, the game already lags for a large player of the... like, a large portion of the player base. And what's it called? I think someone pointed out if they had 1v1 with real players, it would just be both players not attacking the opponent out of fear of getting parried. So only if they turned off all masteries, I think, would that even work. And even then, like, how do you handle the picking of champions unless it's random matchups? But, like, just the parry mastery alone, the instant you dashed into the opponent, you would get hit. You would get parried and then you would get comboed. That would just be rough. Brought Nick, Captain America, Infinity War, Quake, and Corvus. Corvus is probably your best option for that fight, America. Honestly, just, I mean, yeah, probably Corvus is your best option for that fight. As long as you ramped him up along the way, you just use Corvus. Once he dies, revive him, do it again. And then just outpace with damage. We don't need Cow Whale. We have Pep 1000. Well, yeah, Pep's a big spender too. So if they can fix the server's lag, they can add turn minutes. If they don't want to fight just standing there, they will have a timer to deal damage, or you will take damage. But again, it would still just be both players waiting out the timer and then taking the damage out infinitely. You know, the game's not built to be a fighter. Like that's why I'm a big advocate that this game is not a fighter game first. It is a MMORPG first, and then it's a fighter. It's just none of the champions or the playstyle or the combat mechanics are built to accommodate fighter, and that's why like when you play the arcade version, right? Because there's an arcade version of this game, parry and dexterity are turned off. The game is pre-parry dexterity, and that's how you can play it, and it works. It works that way because of it. But even then, game is like, you know. It's just kind of like, why don't you play Street Fighter, or Soul Calibur, or what are the other fighting games that just are vastly superior when you're trying to compare MCOC to that? I mean, it's possible, Weedoll. I just think that they're better off, like the way they've pushed towards competitive comparison of players is with like the challenges, like the Beat the Boss tournament. I would love to see that in game. Like, it was cool, but like when I was watching it, I was like, man, not in a million years do I think I would have the opportunity to stand up on a stage like that. So I'd like to see that competition in game, right? Like, I think that would be cool. So Corvus died immediately. America, how did Corvus die immediately? You should be bleed immune or not take bleeds as long as you have 20 blade charges up. And if he's ramped up, right, like you got like 3 persistent charges or so, you should be able to build up to a special 2, get a big special 2, and then push that way. All you got was 1 charge. America YT, I don't have the ability to do that pathing for Cavalier on Corvus. You need to find a tech champion. Yeah, Dr. Daniel can help you out here better. That's good. I'll defer here. So Kabam is giving us Realm of Champions. There you go. Game I still haven't looked into. Ooh, that was a good crack. Man Falcon, like a global fight? That would be cool. That would be cool. I think it would be tough to juggle the damage on that. Unless it was like a crazy fight and all the effects, excuse me, were up all the time. And like when you joined, your damage was calculated up and then, excuse me, added to it. That one sounds a little tricky to code more than anything else, right? That's why we saw the like community event we saw was in fights. Because that's something that's easy to track. Concept is good though. I think if they could figure out the coding on that and then how to make it so multiple people could do the same fight over and over again would be really optimal. I'd rather bring a bleed. There you go. Alliance-wise, Harry, might not be a bad idea. because then it wouldn't be a problem if the fight was locked, you know? And then, you know, yeah, you got 30 people all waiting in line trying to take a crack at it. That would be legit. That's for sure. Canonically, Corvus Glaive beating up Falcon. Feel bad for Falcon. Nice. We're finally almost done with the 5-star roster team. And then I can jump into the event and hopefully get that exploration done on Master Mode today. Yeah, Solar Flare. I am ambitious. I feel pretty good. I took like a 2.5-hour nap. So here's hoping that the energy stays up. Reclining seat on a flight recently? That sounds like immediately expensive. We have to throw our wallets at Galactus. There you go. Well, it's not going to be... This is the real fight. It's not a fight that you join per se. Essentially, you have the option to click on the Galactus fight, and then it gives you the whole like alliance donation screen where you can donate, and it will just be units. So you just add units to it, and once the whole community has hit like 10 billion units, Galactus dies, and the whole community gets a reward. That's the real strategy. Talking about a community-wide fight. How's it going, Coop? Hanging out. I saw your Valentine opened your crystals for you. I'm going to be watching that video soon. Probably after the stream. So don't spoil it. I'm excited. I like watching your crystal opening videos. They're fun and exciting. Yeah, this is brutal, dude. I don't think Hyperion's coming down tonight. Man, Falcon, who do I work for? I work for Kabam, man. I am a shoe shiner for Kabam Mike. That's how I get all my luck. Map 6 easier than Map 5. Oh yeah, Coop. I'll be joining a Map 6 alliance pretty soon. I'm really excited. You have to pay 15,000 units to enter the fight once, and if you don't defeat him, everybody gets minus 15,000 units. Oh, God. Oh, that's what we're talking about. Holy crap, Harry. Who do you work for? Who hurt you? Hold on. I'm going to pick up my phone instead of playing on the screen. Here we go. What are the 6.1 Sentinel nodes, Stouffer? Might be able to help you. Because you need some of that luck. Weedall, yeah, I currently shine the left shoe, but I do believe Kabam Mike is looking for a right shoe shiner, since he kicked that person in the face so hard that they are currently in a coma. You know, you got to have a pretty thick skull, because Kabam Mike likes to kick his shoe shiners every time someone complains about getting a bad crystal pull, which is very, very often. But if you have a good, strong head, I believe that position is open. It comes with one guaranteed God tier pull every 5 to 6 months, which is pretty good. I actually don't know if he wears sandals, Man Falcon. Maybe. If you're gonna bring anybody, Harry, Cyclops into that fight, probably not the ideal. Unless it's red Cyclops, then it's OP, you know? Yeah, Solar Flare. I'll be joining a new alliance. I'll be making an official announcement about that probably tomorrow. Tomorrow or the day after. My alliance officers know, and like half of my alliance knows. And then I'll tell everybody else officially tomorrow when it happens. Football helmet. Yeah, sorry, Weedall. Unfortunately, no football helmets allowed. Please, Jay. I believe that's in reference to the dungeons. Sure, Dr. Daniel. Because you said please. Just so you know, Dr. Daniel, I hate dungeons. So I'm just going to cheese a team here. Looks good. Oh, it's actually Mutant Mystic. So we'll bring this team here. Bum 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 bum. How do you pick a champion out of a stacked roster? Here we go. Now I'm ready. Look at that. Have you found the alliance you're going to join, Harry? Yes, I have. Ooh, what happened? I missed something. Found the launch you're going to join. By the way, you're bringing Joe Fixit to the Galactus fight. Don't worry about those negative 15,000 units. You'll save everybody. Yeah, Joe will definitely fix that fight for sure. New game concept, Fusion Champs. Purple Cyclops could be a really reality by mixing red and blue. OP. OP, Man Falcon. Let me know how that goes and if we'll get a full Fusion Ho kind of a scene. Okay, I was like, did solar flare is usually pretty good. Rip solar flare. 7. You brought all science champs, right? So you probably want that path. Escalation, bulk up, short burst, lockdown, power reserve. Oh yeah, I need you to take out path 4. You guys get to watch me suck. It's gonna be rough. I hate dungeons. Plagued Mind, Fisticuffs, Stun Immune, Hurt Locker. Those are the nodes. You still get the passive heal block. You get the infection on regardless, I do believe. But like Stun Immune and Hurt Locker and Plagued Mind aren't really like interactable, Stouffer. But you can probably use Warlock for that fight for the most part. Let's bring Namor for this fight. Guys, remember me? Bad Luck 5 guy? Yeah, Yash. Did you got more bad luck for us? Hopefully not. Hopefully you got some good luck for us. Nice evade, Domino. Cool. Fun and interactive there. Smart more revives on Superior Iron Man on the easy path to Sentinel than you did on Sentinel Harry. That's kind of funny. Just sometimes it takes some time to get used to it. Finished 5.2.4 next yesterday. Nice, Yash. You're just 2 quests away from that uncollected. Crush it. Yeah, thanks, Dr. Daniel. I figured that out too late. I'm going to jump into this fight. You're full health. Oh, yeah, dude. Evade is like... I don't have a problem with evade. I have a problem with small chance to evade. I think that's really just unnecessary. Evade in general is totally fine. You know, you bring a counter to evade. Rip the heal. Forgot about the power gain there. Wasn't paying attention. That's okay. No, I'm not joining Dr. Dre's clan, Black Fang. Unless you mean Dr. Daniel's clan, but I'm not joining that one either. I can't press things. Yep. Units? That's pretty good, Yash. Definitely sounds like as long as you've got like maybe 800 units or so, you should make that collector push. How many times Starkey evaded me 3 times in a row when he was unawakened and I wasn't using a special? Yeah, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, it's just when you bring champions and it's a small chance to evade, so you don't bring an anti-evade. That's when it drives me nuts, you know? We're going to bring Namor here and try to get some healing. me too slow. Well, too fast, actually. Oh, I really burned that. Rip for the heal. Not going to do with him in the last two. That's fine. That's fine. Good luck. Dot Sunspot and Cell Suit Spider-Man. So who's your plan for the collector then? Counter to evade is parry, light, parry. Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I guess I should have just ghosted that fight in the long run. But I was really hoping I could get a heal with Namor. Dude, wild. Oh, not gonna do it with Goldpool and Thor. I misunderstood. You don't need her awakened though. At least, look, Dr. Daniel's gonna do better with like 4 stars than I am gonna do with 5 stars. It's just the difference in player skill, man. Means everything. This guy cruising through. Dungeons is just evidence of how bad I am as a player. How inconsistent more than anything else. Sometimes I have like really badass moments. Alright, we got a decent amount of healing there. Yeah, that's true, Harry. That's true. Thanks for the defense. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that my champions are literally twice the rank his are, but, you know, it does make me feel a little bit better. Very kind of you. Man. Shit. Okay. Take down node 3. Used 4-star strike Spidey, kept reviving, but I'm sure anyone can beat the collector nowadays. Oh yeah, Stouffer, it's so much faster. As soon as you get even like a rank 4 or 5 star with like high burst potential, it's way cheaper. I don't use Human Torch enough. I don't even have a 4-star version, so unfortunately all I can do is watch the OP nature of Human Torch. But I do hear he's like crazy strong. Alright, I'm going to try to get a greedy heal again here. Hopefully I don't botch it this time. I was doing really good last time until I botched it, and then it was like cry. Nice. All the way up to 70% on Namor. Not a bad heal. Not a bad heal. Like that 6.2 champion solo. Yeah, Stouffer. Exactly like that 6.2 champion solo. I got that guy in one shot, first try, no practice. Classic. Jay, what do you think about me going for 100% Act 5 in the next few months so I can get that generic and use it on Nick Fury Harry? I'd say you're definitely able to do so. I say go for it, mate. Start with 5.1, move to 5.4, boost up to get through 5.3, and then do 5.2 last. Be good times. It's more endurance than it is anything else. Nightcrawler is not playing nice. There we go. Screwed up Dr. Daniel. Well, you're using 4 stars. I'm not surprised. What happened? You were playing perfect. You guys tell me why the Bane node takes my 2.5 to gen only less than 1 on the defender. Yeah, Yash, because it's base. It's base health. So like on you it's 2.5, but on them it's only like it's 2.5% of like their base health, but their health pool is like way up here, so it ends up being like 0.5% of their health in the long run, which is like super rip. So yeah, unfortunately Bane is like really defender stacked. You have a 4-star torch, but he's at rank 1. You should consider bringing the torch up. You know, a 4-star torch is like a hardcore mystic counter, worthy of use. Don't think I should have much problem with 5.2 with Ghost and Captain Marvel movie once I max sig her. Yeah, Harry, I agree. I used Ghost for almost all of Act 5 exploration, so you should be fine. I think I literally just brought Ghost and then triple synergy. Alright. Dr. Daniel, we might be able to push one more room if you'd like. Or we can call it quits here and push 3 separate rooms. Cool. You're pretty confident. Rip, you got a magic, dude. That's rough. You can push all the rooms. Hey, for sure. Respect. If you can do it, you can do it. Said no to. Captain Marvel movie is so awesome. After first fight, mostly, yeah, exactly. She just absolutely cruises through. She's so strong. All right, I'm at 7% health. Watch out, watch this insane healing I'm gonna get on Namor. Oh, probably not against the Cable. This is like the worst fight actually. I'm gonna die to the degen. I'm just gonna gun it. Dude, this is why I don't do dungeons. Cable matchup with Namor. That's why I don't do dungeons. They're updating dungeons. I can't wait. Hopefully they do something good to it, but dungeons is such a joke. I hate this content. It only makes me mad. Yeah, Stouffer, once you get through Act 5, it's so nice, too. Like, I don't even remember any of Act 5 for the most part. I remember the Collector fight. That's about it. Everything else, It's gone. It's out of my head. I feel like it wasn't very memorable. Except for the collector fight. That one hurt. And then the Gwenpool fight when I was practicing that. Because that's when I sucked at the game. I couldn't dex Gwenpool's special one. Like, for the life of me. And now I'm like, looking back, I'm like, wow, that was so easy to do. How could I not do it? Reality of the game. Reality of the game. Dr. Daniel, I'm going to be surprised if you can take down this magic. Not going to lie. But I hope you can. Because you got 5-star Groot. Stouffer, yeah. There's a lot of reasons not to do dungeons. Like, this really isn't worth my time. The rewards aren't good enough. I mean, back when I didn't have the roster that I do now for versus, it was worth it. Because, like, while my versus timer was going out, I could be doing this. But now, like, if I spend 30 to 40 minutes in dungeons, like, that's like 100 plus units I could have grinded. Gold, ISO, battle chips, you know, just overall. But occasionally I get asked, and occasionally I cave and say yes. But after this experience, I probably won't say next time. Are the collector's moves available? Yeah, the specials on the collector are available. It's just super tough because it's not like there's a way for you to try it. Yeah, Dr. Daniel, that's what I was expecting. I'm going to jump into this domino here, see if I can't take her down. Maybe I have some potions for Ghost. Probably not. Oh, look, we got 5. We'll burn the 5 we got. We'll see how this goes. 100,000 health, it's possible. Yeah, Coop, I should have, but I didn't think I'd have to take bosses linked. Rip. Not enough. I don't think my wasp is strong enough either to do this, so we might just be walking out. It's not worth... We'll see. Probably not. Yeah, Dr. Daniel, I was going to be very surprised. Yep, not enough damage on the 4-star. It's unfortunate. But Coop, you're totally right. I'm going to dodge out of this, though. Instant regret. Could have been done with the Masters Edition of the event by now. Such is the choices of life. Still, he got like 4,500 dungeon points there. It's not bad. Not bad. Or 3,000 or something. Go hammer out. Yeah, Dr. Daniel, that's the other thing of why dungeons suck. You lose like so many points for attempting. Like, it shouldn't be a gamble. In my opinion, it should be, they should make it so you're incentivized to push and you're not punished for failing, you know? I think that's the biggest issue, is you just feel like you came out behind if you attempt to go greedy. I don't know. It's a little lacking. Ooh, sick evade, dude. That's interactive. Then maybe you'll do him Stouffer. I can't even imagine how much that would cost. And you'd probably have to have the Cavalier title for it too. Straight up. Dr. Daniel, I mean, they're updating dungeons soon. Here's hoping that update is good, right? That's the major thing. Jay, pop the boost. It makes it easier. I could. I should. But I'm also not really intimidated by this content. You know, I'm running max rank 5 stars in a master difficulty event. I'm just kind of cheesing it through, getting to those rewards. I think I'm about, after this quest, I think I'm about halfway through, you know? This event, like, is so unbelievably easy. It's mind-blowing. Harry, I don't think in the update, so like especially based on the way they did Alliance War update, I feel like they're trying to spread out, the way the rewards are set. So I don't think we'll see units in the dungeons. I could be wrong. It would be really nice to see. But I feel like their whole thing is like you go to the arena to grind units, you know? You don't do dungeons for them. What I'd like to see is one, the whole don't punish players for making a mistake or trying to push farther. You know, don't reward them, just don't punish them for it, right? So just make it so that you don't lose half your accumulated points if you're trying to push. And then after that, it's just a matter of... hold on, I'm not paying attention. There we go. After that, it is just a matter of, I think, making it so that the rewards aren't infinitely scaling, so you can keep pushing an infinite amount of rooms, because, like, there's really not a value there, and then just make it set milestones with better rewards overall, and then once you've hit the milestones, that's it, no more rewards. And that's, I think that would be really, really beneficial to dungeons, and then take away the mystery node. The mystery node is so incredibly frustrating, because like there's no way to know what's there, so it's just like you're just SOL, you know. You run into situations like me with Namor where I'm like, oh, Namor versus Cable, I'm gonna have a good time here. Am I throwing your special, hun? No, we'll just do it this way. That's okay. I don't mind. There you go. Rank up your Star-Lord to rank 4 instead of Gold Pool. Yash, enjoyed that. Star-Lord's absolute beast. It saves time. Dr. Daniel, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I feel like now I'm just suffering from reverse psychology. Unfortunately. Just rank forward my 5-star Domino. Solid choice. Only bring full ghost synergy to dungeons. LOL. Yeah, Coop, you're not wrong. I just, like I said, I didn't think I would need hood synergy for the bosses. So I brought Namor. But you're not wrong. I just don't... Part of it is I just don't care about dungeons. Makes me a bad dungeon mate, to be honest. Like, I only did that because he asked politely, but honestly, I don't do dungeons at all these days. Unless there's dungeon days, it's just not worth my time. I'd honestly just rather not play the game. That's how much I dislike them right now. Yeah, hood synergy is by far the best hood synergy for Quake. 100% agree. Do have an alliance, but it's not that they haven't already done it and won't do it again. hope to find anyone that hasn't gotten the milestones or someone with the patience of an adult to do more than one round. Yeah, Stouffer. Dude, it's not even like that. Like, I used to run tons and tons of dungeons, Stouffer, and I would grind all of those milestones. My thing is, it's not even... It's legitimately not worth your time. Like, time efficiency-wise, you get so much more out of grinding the arena for any period of time than you do from dungeons. And like, if you're grabbing all the arena milestones and stuff, and you've already pushed all the content, like, I can see why you're spending time in dungeons instead. But like, for most players, it's just not time efficient, and it just feels bad. Kimbo, how's it going? Just enjoying the grind, man. Trying to get through this month's event quest as brainlessly as possible, so I can open up some Grandmaster crystals and a legendary crystal. Fish for Human Torch a little bit more. There we go. Rank 2 6-star hood. Gotta really like hood for that. It's badass. I mean, I would rank 4 hood, so that's not nearly the level of investment of a rank 2 6-star hood, but I don't know, man. Depends on where your roster's at. Where you are at that in the game. Outside my depth, though. How's it going, the center? Super late stream tonight, but here I am, and here you are. What time is it in Aus? Is it like 1 p.m. for you? That wasn't an intercept moment. That's awkward. Find it funny how your nephew picked up the game and you help him through Act 4 completion. Then he hopes his first 5-star was Captain Forner. He got Captain Forner, where's his first 5-star, and then he just stopped playing the game. Stover, that's hilarious. Did he like run into like extreme challenge? Did he completely lose interest because he got what he wanted? What happened? It's currently 3 p.m. the center. Okay. Yash, it's 9:30 a.m. for you, so 10 hours. Where is it? What part of the world are you in, friend? That's what I wanted to see. I've never used Quake versus Domino, so I didn't know if she could make that fail. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not great. Yeah, critical failure on the auto evade. Lesson learned. I guess I could have just asked. You're in Mercer County too, Kimbo. I have no idea. I'm in New Jersey. I don't know where Mercer County is. Hold on. Let me see. Maybe? No, I'm close, but not there. I'm more north. Although I do go there often. If you've ever been to Kung Fu Tea over in Princeton, me and my wife, we love that place for ramen. Quake and Black Widow synergy makes it so you can never fail Quake evade. Good to know, Coop. I didn't know that. Right? It's just an extra 15%, right? Because that's all it is. It's enough to counter the domino bit. This is the last quest. Got another, yeah. Gosh. Yeah, this is the last quest. Let me do this one twice real quick. School, friends, and basketball was more important to him. Stouffer, I mean, that's pretty fair. Kimbo, yeah, I'm not in Princeton, though. That's just where we go to get food. I'm 30 minutes north. You got your third 5-star. Let's see. Well, I feel like I missed a bunch. Yash is in India. So Yash, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking, mate. Enjoying my weekend. It's always nice to have both Saturday and Sunday off for a change. Although I hear it might be permanent like that. The center, who is your third 5-star? You got Juggernaut as your third. That feels bad, but at least it's a consistent stagger. That's the expense of my optimism there. To triumph a lot. Is triumph good? I've never heard of that. Kimbo. You find it interesting that they didn't put head over heels on Domino. Yeah, that's actually, now that you mention it, it's a really good point. They should have. I mean, that fight would be even more annoying, but... Yash, like ethnicity-wise or originally? I'm from Illinois, moved to New Jersey recently. Ethnicity-wise, I was born in South Korea, adopted when I was 2, so I'm adopted. I consider myself an American if, like, I'm filling out a form, but I'm technically South Korean. Solar Flare, I don't know if Coop is... there, actively paying attention, but he has done Abyss of Legends already. Had a solid run. How to fight Quake. I got past 5.2.3, and you're now stuck on Lines in the Sand. Lines in the Sand is a rough quest as well. Good luck with that one. You'll get it. That one you just gotta be, I believe that's the power one, so you just gotta not get stuck on it, you know? Here we go. It's a microbrew on Nassau Street. Great food, better beer. I don't drink alcohol anymore. I quit. I used to have a problem, and so I quit. Not that I can't drink alcohol. I do on the rare occasion, but my wife doesn't really drink, and I don't like drinking alone anymore. So it's the reality of it. But maybe we'll check it out someday if she's ever feeling like she's itching for a drink. Yash, I just shared my Discord in the chat for you. I do. Slowly populating, which is really cool. Dr. Daniel, no, I do not have the coronavirus. And I really hope never to. And I hope no one does, because it really, really sucks. Yeah, so Yash, which is honestly... where the side events should be. That didn't reach? The side events should be for progressing players. So, I'm okay with that. Yeah, Coop is a beast. His run was actually really solid, too. He had a lot of really, really good fights. Had some less than stellar fights, but it's Abyss of Legends, man. It's a marathon. So it's hopefully happens. Oh, Lines in the Sand is the masochism one. Yeah, that one's brutal, especially depending on your roster. Good luck, mate. Don't be afraid if you have a good run to boost up for that one, because just some extra damage output can make a really big difference on that. Too early. Coop's an Olympic trainer? I didn't know that. I've seen him doing the trampoline stuff, but I didn't know the purpose behind it. So that's actually really, really cool. Olympic trainer for what? Use free 6-star shards and a bunch of potions were nice. Yeah, it's an insane amount of potions. I'll be using them to push Labyrinth of Legends probably next week. Just a little... feeling a little shy on Labyrinth of Legends after my runs last week. Proper afraid is what I am. It's good reason. I got wrecked last week. Nice. I like the slow shift to Discord I feel Marvel Contest of Champions is making. Because, like, line chat sucks. I just feel like the player base has gotten so comfortable and so many people use it, but like line chat sucks, dude. Let's get off of it. It's not gamer friendly in my opinion. When do I think they might release Act 7? Well, I'm hoping to see Act 6.4 either in March or in April, and then Act 7 to come out in July, probably. That's what I would like to see as far as the time scaling. You know, maybe that's really, really ambitious, but yeah, it's probably really, really ambitious, but that's what I would like to see. I realized that they were moving crystals with Aegon, so you rank 5... Fair enough. The center. What do you mean removing crystals with Aegon? There we go. Big crit. Yeah, so Yash, glad you understand. You can't tag people. It's so difficult to filter through. You can't... like, you have to open up multiple line chat groups to have like battle groups and organization. You can't, it's constantly moving because you can't lock them in place. Discord is just 10 times better. There's no reason not to have people use it. But in dungeon crystals. Ah, okay. See how much I pay attention to dungeon crystals. Geez, dude, Harry, when's your anniversary for Marvel Contest of Champions? I'll be there in like 2 to 3 months. So I feel where you're coming from, mate. There we go. If there be any more acts, it'll be a new story with Galactus. Everybody pushing Galactus. That would be really cool. I would be okay with that. For dupe a new champion. The center feels bad, and especially since I know how bad you want Aegon. But the whole community is pining after Aegon. I'd really like to see Kabam release a alternate use champion. And we wait. There we go. You don't even remember mine too. I stared when I was about 14 years old. Wowza. Wowza, wowza. You've been playing this game for quite a while, huh? No, you had a Discord. Stouffer, yeah, it's relatively young. It's not like the most active Discord, but it's a good place to have people. I like it. It's because a lot of people were asking me and my line was getting super clogged. And line's not really a great place to reach out to me. I mean, it's better than in-game chat because in-game chat's miserable. But Discord's really super easy for me to manage more than anything else. So I opened one up to make myself more available to the players. What? Dude, that's wild. Cute. Does Marvel do anniversary Wii doll? I thought they do, but I don't remember if they do or not. Oh, I accidentally made him indestructible. Hold on. Too slow. Oh, I was so close to the dodge. When Magic was the worst champion game and every high-level player had a Rocket Raccoon on their player profile. Damn, that's wild. I can't even imagine. Game was so different back then. Setting a bunch of MCU reviews. Have a good stream. Thanks, Center. Good luck yourself. Kimbo Yo Jimbo. Discord's amazing. I hope you do look into it, and hopefully we can slowly push all of the Marvel Constants of Champions players into Discord. Maybe I'll make a video on it. Call it like, why your alliance should ditch line for Discord. Video not sponsored. I'll put like a hashtag not sponsored in the title. No masteries. Yeah. No parry, no dex, right? You could just block and attack. Wild. Ugh, me playing great. How's it going, Woojin Trun? Yeah, Discord. It's nice. The community is opening up to it. I think it won't be too long before we've successfully pushed everybody off of line. I think it just came down to for a lot of people, this is like their first like game period, slash first game that had like a strong community. Hold on. Mordo down one. Why you should leave line and join Discord. But before we get into this video, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Is that what you're gonna say? Oh. Dude, I would do a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor. I'm not afraid to sell out for the right number of dollars. I'm just saying, you know, you're not a real profiting YouTube channel until Raid Shadow Legends has sponsored your channel. I think Seaton's like the only MCOC content creator though that I've seen get sponsored by Raid. Now that I think about it. Dr. Daniel, yes, you can download it as an app. It looks like this. This is Discord. So it's still relatively the same. It's all on the phone, and it's just so nice, man. Like, you got multiple different chats, different posts. You can put images in. You can put links. You can have voice chat in here on Discord, so like you don't need to use Skype anymore. And like admins can like lock people or give people names and stuff. So like I'm an admin here, so I could like full mute people. I could be like, oh, you're being toxic, let me mute you and stuff. Discord's really good. Yeah, Seaton came in, he blew up, and he took over. The reality of it. But we're starting to see a lot of people start to get big names these days. So that's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Is nowhere seen on YouTube for about 4 or 3 years ago. Earlier than average views on MCOC's videos, about 3,000 max. Yeah, Yash, if you like listen to Seaton talk about it too, he actually has like experience in advertising, I believe. And like it's really cool to hear him talk about how he went into YouTube full time and made that huge jump. It's really cool. Seaton's a champ, man. He's really earned it. But that's only if you're trying to make like Marvel Concerts of Champions YouTube videos for a living. I'm not. I make good money as a chemist. I don't ever plan on quitting my job as a chemist. So I'm in a pretty good place. 500 subscribers is more than I'll ever need. 30 was enough back in the day. Bang CA? Nope. It's nice, new, and neat. Now show line. Stouffer, dude. Line sucks. Lines, I don't even need to show Line. Line is literally a text messaging service. That's why I never understood why people use it. Like, it wasn't built to be a gaming community chat platform, you know? It's literally just a substitute for texting. Like, it's essentially if instead of Line, everybody just exchanged phone numbers and was like, this is how we coordinate. Like, what are we living in, 1998? Yeah, Woojin Chun, especially on YouTube. Wild. Evade coming in clutch here. That was super cool. I was one of those people. No shame. Mix's videos, pretty decent stuff. I'll check it out. Check it out, Kimbo. Loveless concerts because yeah, Harry, I love that Seaton has a free-to-play account. That's just something, like, people have asked me if I could make a free-to-play account. I don't have the time, man. Like, Seaton can have a free-to-play account because he does this for a living, which is super cool, but it's also super unsustainable for anybody with a day job. Sometimes it's nice to remind people, like, this is Seaton's job. Like, he does not have a day job. He does this for a living, which is so cool. It's also a lot of work. Oops. Ah, I just wanted to meme it. Kimbo, that's a really good question. We'll see. I don't know what Seaton's long-term plans are. He could always go back into advertising or PR. Like, he's built such a big name for himself as an MCOC YouTuber. He could leverage that and be like a public speaker, like do the whole influencer status and stuff, talking about all that stuff. He could just go crazy, you know? I'm just saying. Alright, let me do these. I thought about making a second account, but then you take in your time, your current account progression, how fast you'll catch up to your main account and alliance. It's too much. Exactly, Harry. You got to be doing it for a living to really justify it. Or the next hit game. Yeah, Kimbo, I feel like he tried to do that with like Marvel Super Fight or something, and then the game just sucked. Not Marvel Super Fight. One of the most recent Marvel games, he tried to make it a thing. He played it for a little while, and the game just didn't take off, so he dropped the band on that. But if he does do that, what he really needs to do is start a secondary YouTube account. The same way like Game Theory, MatPat does, Seaton just needs to commit to a second account and then start pushing that. And then he can start juggling both. And then he'll be okay. There's a lot of options, but it's a lot of stress as well. Let's go open up these bad boys. So we got handful of Grandmaster crystals here. Nothing crazy. Just 3 and a legendary crystal. Hopefully we get something good. Open some calves, please, for long shot. Dr. Daniel, not in a heartbeat. I need all my units for content, unfortunately. I don't build them up fast enough. And I'm not in a position to spend money on calves. So, wait, I do. You're a part of the pop bandwagon. I don't get to open Grandmaster crystals ever. So I like to spin them out. I spin them pretty quick, but I still like to spin them. I'm not team pop. I'm team spin. Yeah, Dr. Daniel, it's hard. It doesn't help that I've got enablers out there. Wow, 333, that's rough. It makes it harder when I've got people. Trust me, all I want to do is buy some calves. But I gotta not, you know? It takes so long to build these units up. Alright, where is this legendary crystal? Here we go. Could get a Human Torch here. Could get a Medusa. That's actually really cool. I didn't really realize that. Anything good? Wow! Screw Void. I got a Human Torch. Sick, dude. Sick. I hate Human Torch so almost swore. I hate Human Torch, but I need him for Abyss of Legends, man. Kabam put me in that spot. Oh, damn, dude. Sick pull. Sick pull. I hate that I am excited about a Human Torch. Like, for so long, I was so comfortable knowing he's only good for, like, the Mystic counters, and then they made him so good for Abyss of Legends. He will see my Awakening Gem too. That hurts so bad to know. Whoo. What we got? We got went from ouch, this is rough by Kimbo Yojimbo to like no way, nice. I got some hate, some literal fire. Don't open calves, bring him to rank 5. Dr. Daniel, yeah, he'll go up to rank 4 at least, maybe not rank 5. Yeah. Weedall, gotta rank. You gotta shine those shoes. Look at that. Human Torch. He will see this Awakening Gem, but he will not see it until I push Abyss of Legends officially, and then I'll awaken him, dump all my 6 stones into him, and proceed. Yeah. Wow, that feels good. I think I have a Science Gem, right? hiding away somewhere. I want to see how high I can get him up, because it might actually end up being a little while before I rank him up. No science gem, so it's gonna hurt. That's okay. He's at rank 1 max level. That's close enough for now. So let's see. I'm not even done with the video yet, but we'll post that later. Yeah, Harry, I did say I hate Human Torch. I did. That came out of my mouth. I don't like the champion. I don't like the champion. Don't like his personality. Dude, killing me here. Alright, we're gonna force this Juggernaut fight. Sucks. I do have 2 Dr. Daniel, and he's gonna get one. Just only when I need to. Yeah, Harry, but sometimes, you know, you don't have to like a champion to rank them up for the value. I went aggressive. Dude, this Juggernaut. I hate map 5. I hate that I have to push this Juggernaut with a degen link up. It's 11:30 at night, but we need to kill this Hyperion. And I can take him down. I can take him down with the all or nothing node up still, so. It's a live stream luck, fellas. It's real. Do I have all of them? That's sick. I actually didn't really know. Ooh, I got hit by that one. Alright, so just an all or nothing node, I do believe. Now, all or nothing and a champion boost. No, dude, it's 11:30 at night. I just need Aegon and then I'm ready for Abyssal Legends. This is going to be rough. You don't get any potions out of me. A joke. What a joke. Okay. Hold on. I need to go ham here. Alright. Yeah, Woojin-chan. Actually, I got a 5-star Domino from the Grand Master Crystal. I don't have Doom Weedol, but I do have a Symbiote Supreme. At rank 2, I'll be using him. So, So yeah, I'm gonna claim one of these early paths. So satisfying to see. Stouffer, I agree. I love that fight. As much as I love it, it's also really annoying to have to do. Because, like, 11:30 on a Saturday, you can see my roster. Indeed, I will share. But let me pop open 5 of these real quick. I'm feeling lucky. No luck. That's why you should take yours to rank 4. How come Clairvoyant wasn't healing on her L2 just now? Solar Flare, because I was in the Poison stance. So you get to pick between Power Steal when you're in the Poison stance, Big Burst Damage when you're in Hellfire stance, and Life Steal when you're in the Bleed stance. So I picked Power Steal because I need to worry about keeping that Hyperion special bar low, because the All or Nothing node was up still. And then as far as roster, let me share. Yeah, I have a Claire guide if you ever pull her. You can check that out. Claire is super easy to play. It's just about understanding everything you're getting. So this is the roster. All these champs all the way down to Quake are rank 2 or higher. Like rank 2 is a 6-star, rank 5. So Sim Supreme is rank 2. And then all the way down to this Daredevil, all the 5 stars are rank 4. And then, you know, everything else is rank 3 below. But the roster, dude, it's stacked. I'm here. I'm there. I'm at endgame roster, you know? I'm bringing up Warlock. Warlock will probably be my next rank 5 5-star. But I did just pull Human Torch, and I need Human Torch for Abyss of Legends. So that'll come... Yeah, it is super thick. AJ Nix, no, I'm not free to play, mate. I'm not like a hardcore whale, but I definitely do probably spend more than even the average whale in the game. I like hard whaled July 4th and then hard whaled on Cyber Monday. So just between those 2 days, it was like $800 combined. My account's probably got somewhere between 1,000 to 2,000. People always ask how much. I don't know. I don't track my spending. I only remember those 2 because they were like significant figures. But more than just being a whale, I have 77,000 arena fights won in 10 months. Like, I grind a shoot ton of content in this game. Up your 5-star stealth suits, Bitey. Yash, I'm not going to because I plan on doing my 6-star stealth suit Spider-Man. Better choice, you know? That's all I'm saying. You can taste those Abyss rewards soon, Stouffer. Yeah, I'm still going to do Labyrinth of Legends first. All I can do is wait. Say maybe around 27 this month, Claire is going to be in the arena as a 4-star. I'm ready to grind for her. Get it, Weedall. She's so amazing. I, like, flipped my lid when I pulled that Clairvoyant. It was so nice. Dr. Daniel, I mean, I do have 3 of the variants explored, you know, as well. I feel like I've pushed a lot of content. 3 of the variants explored, Act 5 exploration, 4 exploration, Act 6.1 and 6.2 completions. Stealth Suit Spider-Man is high usage in Alliance War. I don't know if he needs the dupes. I just used mine recently to get a Thing Boss takedown, and I didn't feel like I needed him duped. Maybe in higher tier wars that increased Fury potency is really, really relevant, though. I don't know. I'm just going to be touching on that soon. Open some 4 stars. I can't, Dr. Daniel. I need those 4 stars for ISO. I only open them when I'm close to a 5-star and I'm not going to have alternative sources. Otherwise, the ISO expires and I end up having to sell it. Okay, bye for now. You might come back. Respect Dr. Daniel, but I also might be done by then. Weedall, I think Contest Champion is still free to play. So if we're talking about the best free to play account, that's probably one of them. Just saying. But yeah. Pretty sure Contest Champion is still free to play. Yash, my opponents are this easy because I set up an infinite streak. Yours are rank 5, max champs, 5 stars, and just 15 streak. Yeah, Yash, so you have to break 18 streak. And then bring over a certain total prestige for your champions. Over a certain power index for your champions to activate infinite streak. Otherwise, you're going to have max rank 5 stars every single time. So I would look into setting up an infinite streak. The way people typically do it is they build up to their times 3 multiplier, and then they just use their weakest champions up to streak 10, and then from streak 10 to streak 18, or streak 10 to streak 16, honestly, you sandbag, so you bring your top 2 and one of your lower, and then you need to win both of those fights. Or you can do what I do, because like I have a really developed roster, and you just bring your top 3, and then once you hit 18 on streak number 18, you can officially bring like 14,000, 15,000 or higher total. And once you hit streak 20, you can officially drop down to like 12,000 or higher. But yeah, so you can see I'm like, once your infinite streak is established, it's much, much better. But you have to have the roster to set up the infinite streak in the first place. Not everybody has. So it's kind of one of the reasons why you'll see so many people have rank 2 and rank 3 5 stars that they only use in arena, so they can properly manage the infinite streak. No, Kimbo, it works in all of the arenas, actually. In every single arena, you can infinite streak. It's just about the method and the limit of the champion you have to bring. Like the 4-star basic arena, the infinite streak starts on round 16, actually. So you just have to get to the 16th streak, and then you can start bringing like all rank 3 4 stars. For the 4-star featured, it's 18-ish, I believe. And for the 5-star champion, it's 18 to 20. It's like 2 different cutoffs for different levels. At least in my experience, and from what I've seen of people posting like when they lose their streak, and then there's like random situations where you just totally screwed. Yeah. It's also the reason why people have asked for the tier 1 alpha and the tier 4 basic for you to be able to bring 6 stars into them. But one of the strongest reasons to not is it would immediately make those arenas not accessible to developing players, because they wouldn't be able to infinite streak, because 6 stars drive the streak level up. In my opinion, if we're talking about arena buffs or arena updates, they need to fix the infinite streak thing. It's really not transparent, not accessible to all players, and it's just garbage. They need to make it so you just auto streak. Like they should. I think what it should be is an automatic death match, no matter what. Once you hit like 15, let's say, and you have to win that death match, or like maybe death match, like 3 in a row. And if you can win 3 death matches in a row, your streak is solidified, no matter what. And then from then on, you just get to keep it. I think that would be really cool, and it would be really transparent. It would be there. It would be awesome. They could put it in the like info guide for what the arena is and stuff. But maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part. I go up to 12 and go in with your 6 stars. Yeah, Stouffer, you've got a developed roster. So I go up to 10 and then I do my top down. That works enough for me. Did 3.3 million in the basic Mysterio arena. Nice, Yash. You should have gotten Mysterio then, right? Thank you for that. You've only been able to get it to work in the basic arena. You're about to try that out when you leave. Good luck, Kimbo. Let me know. Feel free to like comment on any of my videos. If it doesn't work for you, I can go into further detail. But literally, if you Google 4-star featured arena infinite streak, it's there. Adam Pikachu. Hello, hello, hello. Whoa. Which voice am I using today? Hi, Adam Pikachu. There we go. That voice is the one I'm using. I was so mad to get that Mysterio. Why were you mad to get the Mysterio? Yeah, I would love to see Corvus back in the arena. They wheel champions around every once in a while. I want to see Omega Red. If they bring Omega Red back in as a 5-star feature champion, I might drop like 6,000 units for it. Actually, it's funny now that I think about it. We were talking. You know how we were talking about how many units to get a guaranteed champion? I'm just saying the arena. Like, that's your alternative way to get a guaranteed champion, you know? Like, you gotta spend time in, but anybody can do it. Anybody can dump thousands of units into the arena and push those milestones. I mean, how many units is it gonna be? A lot. But that's there. That's an option. And I think that's probably the reason why Kabam will never give us a guaranteed buy, because you can technically do it. Yeah, Jimbo, I think I put like 2.9 up and got Mysterio. I wish Arena you could hit refresh all help once instead of 1 and 1. Yeah, Stouffer. I don't know if it's like a coding problem, like they didn't set it up for that and now they're too far deep. They don't want to break the game. Or if it's a server load problem. I've heard all kinds of theories. This is part of the programming that I don't understand fully enough. My thing is, like, in my opinion, just take it out of the game. You don't just make it so it's a set refresh. Lower the refresh cooldown period, right? Make it like an hour. You know, make it so it's automatically lower. Your alliance mates don't have to hit help. Take all that out of the game. Put the loyalty in your login rewards, and you're good. And you could say, oh, but it takes away an opportunity to interact with your alliance. We interact with our alliances plenty in Alliance Quest and Alliance War. Thank you. I'm just saying. The only guaranteed champs in the game are in Arena, and it feels bad because that's not even guaranteed, you know. And so you end up overspending, right, to hit that last milestone, that last 10 million, 80 million, you know, whatever the cutoffs are for the champion. You just keep overspending so that you don't feel bad if you miss. I have a Sig 40 Omega Red as a 4-star. Should I rank 5 him? Yash, if you run Suicides, yes. Watch any of my 4-stars only content and just watch Omega Red delete, dude. If you don't run Suicides, no, I wouldn't. Well, it depends on where your roster is. If your roster is like underdeveloped, even as 4-stars, then even without Suicides, Omega Red can do a lot of work, but the playstyle is going to be completely different. The fight's going to be a lot longer, and you're going to lose a lot of the sustain, but you could still get some really, really good value out of him as a 4-star without Suicides. Generally speaking, only if you run Suicides. Yeah, probably not then, but depends on the rest of your roster. As always, it always comes down to depends on the rest of your roster. Yeah, dude. I can't even imagine how much time it takes to push for a 5-star. But if Omega Red was in the arenas, I think I would do it, man. I'd have to have the units, too. I wouldn't spend money, I don't think. That's it. That's all I got for crystals. Let me jump into war, see what we got. Yeah, Yash, it'll come with time. One day, that Omega Red will be worth it if you ever turn on Suicides. So don't be afraid. But don't be afraid to wait, you know? It'll come. Patience is the key to life. Wait, is most of these arena predictions true with which champs will come? Weedall, The only thing we know for sure with the arena is that every other week will be one of the new champions. Or sorry, 2 weeks out of the month will be a new champion. Because Kabam officially stated that. Otherwise, we have the relative prediction based on when champions come out. So it's essentially like new champions, they're in the arenas as the features, and then they come back, I think, 6 months later as the basic. But we've seen instances where that hasn't happened, and we've just been totally ripped off. What path did I take? Path 6. Other 4-star roster is good. Good, Yash. You should be fine. Right now, first goal is uncollected. Get it. Yash, the only thing, though, actually, if you're pushing for uncollected, is if you can find a biohazard path as you go to push uncollected or a poison and bleed path, Omega Red might be an absolute cheat code for you on those. Just saying. All right, hold on, team. Jay, would you grind Dr. Doom in Arena? We don't know. Even if I pulled a Doom, he wouldn't hit rank 5. Symbiote Supreme does what I need him to do. I have clear for everything else. Okay. Dude, I don't know how I didn't get that intercept. Because if these predictions are true around my birthday, Dr. Doom is going to be in the arenas as a 4-star, but hopefully you get him before that or get better champs. Yeah, we don't. I hope so too, mate. And Dr. Doom maybe doesn't hold his value as a 4-star. That's all I'm saying. Doom, I feel, is like one of those champions who peaks once you hit endgame. Kinda, like, he's still got really good value pre-endgame, but I feel like it's the 5-star version that makes him super, super strong. Good luck, Yash. I hope you crush it. That said, it's late. I think I've done just about everything I can, because there's, like, no new arena for me to do. I've got as far an Alliance Quest and Alliance War as I possibly can. Already did the crystal opening, so I'll post that tomorrow morning for the people who don't watch the live stream. But that said, thank you to everybody who's been here, keeping me company. I really enjoy it. It makes playing the game a lot more fun, like way, way, way more fun. So that said, I'll see you all on Monday at least for sure for MCOC and Chill. I'll talk to you all later. Peace.